Golf Plus is your custom fitting, club repair, and golf retail shop. Golf Plus staff is non-commissioned and will work with you to find the best product for your game, just like they've been doing since 1988. Golf Plus in Panama City Beach. Fitting, repair, retail. That's Golf Plus. Instant Replay Sports Cards welcomes former Kansas City Royal pitcher Randy McGilberry. He's going to be at Instant Replay Sports Cards for a book signing on Saturday, August 1st from 1 to 3. Get the new book, Dare to Dream, Believing in Yourself by Randy McGilberry. Come meet Randy, get personalized autographs, and have your photo taken with an MLB legend. Don't miss this special event Saturday, August 1st at Instant Replay Sports Cards, 752 West 23rd Street in the Sanford Station, Panama City.
Looking for your next reliable ride? Don't break the bank. Cruise on down to Emerald Coast Auto Sales. From spacious family SUVs to sleek fuel-efficient sedans, we have an incredible selection of quality pre-owned vehicles waiting just for you right here on our lot at Emerald Coast Auto Sales. Drive home happy today. Emerald Coast Auto Sales, 2815 15th Street, right across the street from Cedar Grove Elementary.
Canes fans, the 2026 Miami Hurricanes football season will be here before you know it, and there's no better place to experience it than inside Hard Rock Stadium. Feel the energy of the crowd, the excitement of game day, and the moments you can't fully experience from your couch. Season tickets are the best way to make sure you don't miss a snap, a score, or a signature Canes moment all season long. Lock in your seats today at MiamiHurricanes.com/football. That's MiamiHurricanes.com/football.
Remember, always be generous with the nutmeg. Just eyeball it.
Okay.
Mom's wisdom has served you well, but now it may be your turn to guide her.
Hey, I'm worried about Mom. She keeps forgetting her famous sweet potato pie recipe.
Some things come with age, sis.
And some don't.
Knowing the early signs of Alzheimer's in a loved one will help you make the best decisions for your family. Visit 10signs.org to learn the signs. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe, ESPN Northwest Florida.
The locals love it.
Rise and shine, campers. It's a brand new day.
What a lovely morning.
Good morning, starshine.
You seem happy this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming in early.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local. Live from the J. Michaels Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
That's like they got our best team players 2 years running, something like that. Boy, it's hot. Get in. Yeah. Get in there, baby. Yeah. Man, I was watching last night, Saturdays Down South. I think it was on ESPNU. I don't even think it was on SEC Network, but they were talking about this great place in Alabama, barbecue, unbelievable. And I started thinking about Paul down there, Outlaws. That's what you're getting here. You've ate there. Paul does a great job. The family's from Alabama. They come down here. Their barbecue is absolutely incredible. It used to be on 23rd Street, Outlaws Barbecue. Now it's over. You're going past J. Michaels on Thomas Drive. Newbies on the curve. Past that, head on down to the Mothership, and you'll see on the right-hand side. Jason, you said they got the best French fries anywhere?
French fries. They got the seasoned fries. So they got a little bit of different seasoning on them, and also they have like a cherry and blueberry cobbler. If you like cobbler, man, that's my little cheat meal on Saturdays. I get their pork plate, and their barbecue sauce is amazing. I mean, it's especially the sweet barbecue sauce, and then I get with the fries, and then the peach or blueberry cobbler for my Saturday meal.
We had about 9. I think it was about 9 of us at the house. Julie's brother-in-law came in. So Julie went down and saw Paul and got an order to go. We put it in. We went picked it. I went and picked it up, and I'm telling you, he gave us a lot of food.
Yeah.
But the food was incredible. I like the barbecue.
I believe they got like a lunch special up to about 4 o'clock where you can get like a pork plate for like $15.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the amount of food they give you is incredible.
Yeah.
So you watch those shows, the great barbecues of the South. We got one right here in Panama City Beach. It's called Outlaws. Go check it out. You'll love it. All right, I want to get into this today. It kind of upsets me a little bit. When you think you go put all this, I think Georgia does it better than anyone far as the lottery. It really goes to the schools, it goes to the coaches, it goes to the teachers. And I will say I'm proud of our school district. They're getting ready to give our teachers, they say, a really nice raise, which they need. We got to be competitive. We're in trouble. But anyway, here we go. Mega Millions. It was won in the great state of Florida. I think it was $800 million. $800 million. When I heard it was in Florida, I got real excited. And they wouldn't tell you right away what city it was in. So I'm pumped up. I'm thinking, man, you know what? I got some of those tickets. It wasn't Panama City.
No.
And actually I didn't write down where. I was so mad I didn't write down where it was at. But out of that $800 million, now I was told when you pay the taxes and everything, according to which state now, but let's just focus in on Florida. I was told if you made $1 billion, you'd walk out of there about $290 million.
Dang.
I'm like, you got to be kidding me. If you take it at one time.
Right, yeah.
So they take half off the bat. Then you got to pay your taxes. And if you live in if you live in a state that has state income taxes, they take that out.
Who takes half off the bat? Is that the lottery? Just if you
they just keep it. They just keep it. If you take one lottery.
Yeah. The payout, like for the $800 million, you have to take it over the 20-year span, and if you just want everything up front, you get like 60% of that, and then you're going to lose about 40% of that.
Then you got
to the
taxes.
Government. Yeah.
You got taxes. So about 29% is what you walk out of. I remember reading when the guy won that big one, $2 billion, almost $2 billion. They cleared. And they were in Florida, been a little bit more, but the state he was in had income state taxes, and it was like I want to say $525 million.
I'd still be fine.
$100 million, $525 million.
I could feed my kids then.
But out of $2 billion, come on, out of $2 billion, that's all you get. That's wrong. I mean, they make you think you're going to. Of course, I'm right with you. I'd be happy, no doubt about that. But $800 million, you walk out. Now, what they said here is worth $344.2 million.
Bradenton, Florida.
That's right.
Is the answer.
Bradenton.
Nice.
So now there was one out of that drawing. There was a $5 million winner, but you had to be in Illinois, so that made me upset. There was a $3 million winner. That ticket was sold in New York. So
you probably get $1 million out of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you probably don't get anything in New York. And speaking of that, Jason, what about these kids from Ole Miss? And I'm glad. This sounds terrible, but I am. I'm glad. Your word's got to mean something. You sign a contract, you got to honor it. Ole Miss is suing the players that I'm not going to mention their names because I didn't run them down. But anyway, they're going, and we had a great caller yesterday. Who was that call us yesterday?
That's Steve Barnes. He's going to call us here in about 15 minutes.
Steve called us. Well, you know what? We'll hold off on that and talk to Jason about that when we get to that. We can jump into something else. We'll hold off on the LSU lawsuit. Not LSU, Ole Miss's lawsuit, which I hope is a good thing.
No. Ole Miss doesn't have anything to do with it. They already said it's just the students.
Yeah.
I hope they don't. I mean, aren't they the ones that were calling players in class and begging them to come to Ole Miss?
Yeah, Ole Miss goal is my good old boy. I like him.
But I do too. He was good at SEC media.
Hey, you studying hard? Oh, you're in class. Okay, another million.
Yeah.
You have like another million.
You're enrolled? Hold on a second.
Hey, wait, you're in class? Oh, man, let's add another 100,000 to that.
In Mississippi, if you're an athlete, you don't pay income tax now.
And we won't make you go to class. What are you doing in class?
You've got stuff to do.
We got online classes. And guess what? We got plenty of help with that, if you know what I mean.
Oh, the answers are already done. Don't worry about it. You just get that little sheet that says A, B, X, E, Z. Just fill it in how it says.
All right, let me ask you this. Will this game cost either one of these schools a chance to make the playoffs? I keep putting in your head, I do not trust this committee. A 10-2 team over a 9-3 SEC school. Texas didn't get in last year. The Ohio State game cost them. You look at Ohio State. 3 games in a row. I want you to listen to this. 3 games in a row. Indiana, Oregon, and USC. And this is not your old USC. This is a team that's gone out and spent a boatload of money. Don't they have the number 1 class coming in?
Yeah.
Number 1 recruiting class coming in. If they play any defense at all, watch out. Now, I don't know where that game's play. That's in a row. 3 games in a row, okay? You got Michigan. You got Iowa. You got Texas. So that's 6. That's 6 of your games that you don't play your best, you can lose. All right? I want to compare Ohio State schedule to Texas schedule. We want to see it. It's great for TV, But as Stark pointed out, it cost them last year not making a play. Alabama got in at 9-3. Okay.
So why didn't Texas?
Yeah, and Texas, honestly, I thought was better at the end of the year than Alabama. I did. We lost Oklahoma.
We're gonna find out when you find out.
Yeah. So let's just go down and look at these, because that game. What I'm getting at, that game is important. I don't care if it's played the first game, second game, whatever. That could come back and bite them in the butt. If Texas would have played Southern Mississippi, Southeast Louisiana, or Texas State, they would have been in the playoffs. That's just fact. They'd have been at 10-2. They're in, and they were hot at the end of the year. They might have won it all. We don't know. It's who's hot at the end of the year. It's who healthy. You play a lot of kids during the season. When you play weaker teams, you can do that. When you don't, when you got a tougher schedule, you can't play those backups. They don't get that experience. There's more risk of injury, as far as you know. All right, let's go over Texas' schedule first.
All right, so Texas. We're going to open up with Texas with Texas State on September 5th.
That's a tough one.
Week number 2, and this is the one everybody's talking about. Texas versus the Ohio State.
At home.
That is going to be an evening game, 6:30 kickoff on ABC.
Prime time, baby.
Cooler weather.
Then we got September 19th. Happy birthday to my father on that day. You'll see Texas taking on University Texas San Antonio, the Road Runners.
Good. That's 3 tough ones. That's 3 tough ones.
Then we move on to September 26th at the University Tennessee, 11 o'clock kickoff at Neyland.
At Tennessee, and we don't know how good they are.
We don't know.
We don't.
Much,
that's
really.
one team I just don't. I listen to him talk. You think they'll be good. I think Texas gets it. But that's a tough place to play. Go ahead.
Then we got a week off for Texas. Then versus Oklahoma. That will be played at a neutral
site. I will write that one down. That's going to be a good, tough game.
So I'm assuming that one is either going to be at the Cotton Bowl or at Jerry Dome.
Jerry Dome, I believe. No, it's in Dallas.
So it'll be at Cotton Bowl.
The old State Fair, yeah.
So Old Cotton Bowl. All right. Then we move on to versus Florida.
That's going to be tough. That's home, right?
That's at home.
Okay.
Then Texas versus Ole Miss on the 24th of October.
Where's that game?
That one will be in Austin.
Okay.
Then we have on Halloween versus Mississippi State. That'll also be in Austin. So 3 games in a row at home. Then we got on November 11th at Missouri. November 14th at LSU.
Wait a minute. At LSU. That'll be a tough one. Okay.
Then the 21st of November versus Arkansas. And we close the season out at A&M.
They got an easier schedule than Ohio State. At A&M?
At A&M for the closeout.
All right. They got their toughest games are at home. They got Ohio State at home. They got Oklahoma neutral site. And they got Ole Miss at home. And on the road, they got 2 tough ones. They got LSU, in my opinion, LSU and A&M. So how many games? That 3, 6? That's about. In Florida, I don't know. I don't know how tough. Didn't Florida beat them last year in Gainesville?
No.
Ooh, I don't think so.
I can't remember. I thought Florida upset somebody.
They did the year before. They beat them to keep them out of the playoffs.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to say they got 5 tough ball games. All right. I can say Ohio State's got 6. So those 5, they got 1 neutral, 2 at home, 2 on the road. Let's look at the Buckeye schedule.
Texas did lose to Florida last year,
I
29-21.
Okay, you could say that's a tough game. You could say that's 6 tough games. All right, let's jump in. But that game's in Texas too, also, right?
Yes.
Okay, which helps. All right, now let's look at Ohio State. I know 6 that are tough off the bat. I know that for a fact.
All right, Ohio State gonna open up at home against Ball State, 11:30 kickoff.
Okay.
And that's challenge. Yeah, we all agree. Challenging.
Texas away.
Then Texas at Texas. Then on the 19th of September versus Kent.
Ooh, that's a toughie.
September 26th versus the Illini. Then we got, looks like we got a week off, and then we go to October 3rd at Iowa.
Now, hey, y'all say what you want. Iowa's a good program.
Iowa's going to be one of the better teams on the schedule.
Can I put them down as a tough game?
At Iowa's tough.
Yeah, it's going to be it is at Iowa.
So don't you think it's a tough game?
Yeah.
I do too.
Mediumly tough. If they don't look past them, they should win, but still, it's like not a gimme.
To me, it's like a Florida, Texas.
You're not going to be playing your backups in the whole third quarter.
Right. Go ahead.
Then on the 10th versus Maryland. That should be one. Yeah. On the 17th at Indiana.
Okay, wait a minute. At Indiana.
That'll be another top 5 matchup.
Yeah.
So that's 2.
Week off. Then on Halloween at USC.
See these 3 in a row right here. This is their season.
The difference is
at USC.
At USC. Then the next week versus Oregon. So you got Oregon at home.
Those 3 right there. That's 3 of the toughest in the country in a row. All 3 of those teams should be ranked in the top 10. I don't know if the USC will be ranked top 10.
But they're top 15, top 12. It could be top 10.
Is that at Oregon?
No,
that is at Oregon.
Oregon's
home.
Oregon
at Ohio State. So that will be in Columbus.
So that's 2 there. At Texas, at Indiana, at USC, Oregon at home. Keep going.
The problem is going to USC and traveling the time zones, then coming back and playing Oregon.
Right.
And if I know the Big Ten, they'll have them play Oregon at noon, which is ridiculous.
Well, that's their big time slot that they love to push, though.
They make that money. Who's next?
Okay, on the 14th of November versus Northwestern.
Keep going.
Okay, we'll keep moving. The 21st at Nebraska in Lincoln.
Keep going.
And then to finish off the season, the 28th of November versus Michigan. That is an 11 o'clock kick.
That's home, right?
At home.
Okay, so they got 3 tough ones away, and the other ones are at home. We only got a minute?
Got 1 minute.
All right, Jason. Which of those games do you worry? I don't see them losing 3. I don't. I know it's a tougher schedule. I don't. I'd take that back. Let's say they screw up and lose at Indiana. They lose on the road to USC. Okay, you lost both games on the road, close games. Then you lose at Texas. Now you're 10-3 with a great football team. And then we're going to have these BYU, TCU, SMU. Oh, these teams are good. I mean, look at their offense. Look at their defense. They're good. BYU, are you kidding me? They can play with anybody. And then you look at Texas. Let's say Texas wins at Tech. They beat Ohio State at home. They lose at LSU. They lose, upset by Florida again. And then in all close games, then they lose to A&M at the end of the year. And they're 10-3 and 9-3. And you still got the – oh, we ran out of time. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Where are you located?
23rd Street, Del Coronado Village, and Pier Park, North next to Dick's Sporting Goods.
We ran out of time. I had it going pretty good. Now that I get to the right for where I'm excited. That's happened to me before. Anyway, we'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Wow. Ended up winning Big Fish for the tournament. But while it was in our live well, it spit up a brim that was the size of my hand. It's a good.
Can you stuff the other fish back in the other fish?
No, when they regurgitate stuff like that, you lose the weight.
So it's like competitive eating.
Done stuff. Yeah,
the hot dog guy. Yeah.
I mean, so
weekday mornings 7 to 9, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Anna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Thursday. Possible thunderstorms and mostly sunny this afternoon. An evening with a moderate breeze at 14 miles per hour coming out of the west-southwest, and temps near 91. Tonight we will have a variety of some clouds and possible thunderstorms, and be quite warm at 82. Partly sunny in the morning, but otherwise likely thunderstorms tomorrow and a high 88. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Now, it's time for your Atlanta Braves morning update. Presented by Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Get clean car happy at any of the 250-plus Tidal Wave Auto Spa locations today.
Braves and Mets split a doubleheader. I'm Barrett Salee, and this is your Braves Radio Network morning update.
Tidal Wave Auto Spa is the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves and your go-to car wash destination all season long. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com to find a location nearest you.
The Mets take game one of the double dip 3-2, but it did have the return of A.J. Smith-Shawver, his first appearance of the season. 4 1/3, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. The Braves get revenge in Game 2 as they win 1-0, giving up only 2 hits. Chris Sale, a masterpiece, improving to 12-6 on the season. He went 6 innings, gave up 2 hits, no earned runs, no walks, and 9 strikeouts. His first career win at Citi Field. Game 1 of a 4-game set with the Nationals. Coming up this evening from Truist Park, Jake Irvin will get the ball for the Nats. He's 2-4, has a 5.23 ERA, 22 walks, and 58 strikeouts. Grant Holmes will be on the bump for the Braves. He's 6-4, has a 3.79 ERA, 43 walks, and 83 strikeouts. Ford Leadoff Show coming your way at 6 p.m. and first pitch between the Braves and the Nats, 7:15 from across the street at Truist Park, and you can hear all of it on the Braves Radio Network.
I love days like these at the pool, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. I'm ready to make a splash with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza. Skyrizi is a prescription-only injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. At 4 months, most people saw 90% clearer skin when measured from head to toe, and many were even 100% plaque-free. People also saw significant improvement in psoriasis symptoms of pain, redness, itching, and burning.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Now there's nothing on my skin thanks to Skyrizi, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
He doesn't always go the extra mile. But when he does, it's because he missed the exit. It's the Coach James Hale Show. Live and local inside the J. Michaels studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. All that great information we gave you, just throw it out the window. Heck, we're done with that. We got to bring Steve on here. Good morning, Big Daddy. What's up?
Hey, guys. Just been working on a story the last couple hours because I can't sleep.
What
day after tomorrow, guess what happens?
Tell us.
The college football teams can release what corporate patches they're going to have on their uniforms.
Well, there you go. Ohio State and Notre Dame already broke a rule. They've already let everybody know, bragging what they've got.
Well, other people have, and my two favorite right now, New Mexico State. They're going to have a patch for the Inn of the Mountain Gods.
Okay.
How would you like to line up against a guy wearing that?
I wouldn't.
Depends on how much money.
And my favorite is the Citadel, a military college in South Carolina. They're going to be sponsored by the Palmetto State Armory.
That'd be cool.
South Carolina guns for a South Carolina military school.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Perfect.
I've had players go up there and play there. Chester.
So the Big 12 did a whole conference patch where everybody in the conference has to wear their Monster Energy patch. They got 17 or 18 million for that. I think Notre Dame got 18 million exclusively, and Ohio State got 17 million.
Yeah, Notre Dame got 20 million for SoFi.
Yeah,
by themselves.
You sure it was 20? I thought it was 18.
It was 20.
20? Okay.
So
now the three SEC schools, Vanderbilt signed with a concrete company, which I guess kind of makes sense since they've been building that stadium for like 12 years.
Yeah.
Arkansas did Tyson Foods.
Oh yeah,
which
that
makes sense because it's in northern.
Yeah.
It's northern Arkansas, and who's never had Tyson chicken?
Did they tell you how much they're getting?
I don't know if they do or not. I haven't seen that, but
I saw that somewhere. I saw it somewhere. I just didn't write it down.
If it was a lot, they would tell you.
Now LSU has Woodridge Energy. That's a power company out of Australia.
I went over this one.
Wow.
I talked about that. That happened a while back.
Surprisingly, they didn't go with the Children's Hospital
and, patch. Let's face it, that did not go through the athletic department. That went through the governor's mansion.
Right.
But what I did was I made a list of all the SEC teams. And
what about Bama?
Oh, you haven't seen the one Bama's doing?
No.
It's sponsored by Paul Feinbaum, and it's just a giant face of Paul Feinbaum right there on the shoulder.
I thought it was,
that'd be good.
I thought it was that barbecue place.
I tell you what, you read my mind. You read my mind.
Yeah.
What I did was I did a list of the SEC schools and, what makes the most sense and what will be cool. For Bama, it's got to be Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah.
Knicks.
They build them just outside Tuscaloosa. Subdued little, emblem on that subdued jersey.
Yeah.
They've been supporting their NIL for
come
like
on,
12
Dreamland Barbecue would be so
Or
cool.
Golden Flake and Coca-Cola. Bear Bryant's.
You go back to Bear, yeah. But Dreamland, you wouldn't even need a patch. You just dribble some sauce down the front of the jersey. Everybody knows what that is.
Yeah. And the other one's Bryant Bank. They got their own bank now, Bryant Bank.
Yeah.
It used to be Regions. I think he used to own Regions. His son is
their little recruiting slush
filthy
fund.
rich. I mean, it's unbelievable how much money he has. What did Ole Miss? What did Ole Miss go with? The Bears? What did they go with?
They have not done anything yet. I think what they're going to do is probably go north to Memphis and get FedEx.
That'd be smart.
Oh, did you see Georgia? They're going to get Waymo.
Get what?
Waymo.
Cool.
The self-driving taxi company.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, they need that in Georgia, yeah.
NASCAR. That'd be a great sponsorship
I
with
think
Georgia.
Kentucky's probably going to go Valvoline. I didn't realize they was, headquarters there.
What?
But there's another
Kentucky
company
bourbon?
headquartered. There's another headquarters in Lexington I think would be much better. And I'm not kidding. This company's name is Big Ass Fans.
Big ass fans. Oh, they make great fans, man.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I saw the commercials since I looked it up. I saw the commercials. John Daly does them, but I was thinking, that's more Jared Lorenzen. I mean, once he stopped playing and he just went to the to the games as a 375-pound man, he was a big ass fan.
Yeah.
Wait a
Super
minute.
Bowl
Wait a
winning
minute.
Jared Lorenzen.
Wouldn't Kentucky do some type of bourbon?
I would.
No, they're
I
not making
thought
enough money
Maker's
with that.
Mark.
Huh? No.
I thought Maker's Mark, but you can't really do the logo. But you could put that, that red melting wax on top of the helmet.
Oh, yeah, dip the helmets. I love it.
That would be great.
What about Mississippi State now? We got to talk about them. What are they going with? We got a lot we could go with there.
They got to go with Chautauqua Farms. They're an agricultural school.
Yeah.
Now, if they want something other than that, just outside of Starkville in Jackson is Nuke's Eatery.
Nuke's,
and
yeah.
I covered the Gulf South Conference baseball tournament a few years ago, and they catered at the tent. And I had one of their chicken sandwiches and got food poisoning. So I think that'd be perfect because both those cowbells and Nuke's Eatery makes me sick to my stomach.
All right, what about the Florida Gators? Citrus.
The biggest employer in the state is Publix. So that would make sense, but
Publix.
I mean Disney, put just Mickey Mouse on it.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. But if not,
No. It's
how
going to
about
be
Margaritaville?
No, it's going to be something with citrus. Ben Hill Griffin owned all that land, all those orange juice and stuff. It'd be citrus.
Auburn should be self-explanatory. He's been fun at NIL since before time.
Yellowwood.
Yeah.
Oh, forget that. I mean, the one that makes most sense to me that it's kind of funny too, Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's?
Yeah.
They are so proud that they're the only town in the SEC that has a Buc-ee's. And plus that yellow little, whatever you call it, that beaver, whatever thing it is, that's not going to clash with orange and blue. Now, there's another one. There's another one in Auburn. It is home to the Alabama Department of Forensic Science. Think about this. Hey, some of the hires they've made in the last 20 years, those should be felonies.
Sponsored by NCI Auburn.
That's pretty good. I like that. What about Tennessee?
Tennessee's my favorite. I couldn't really find anything around Knoxville, so I went to the next state over. I went to New Bern, North Carolina, and they have a place called Hatteras Yachts. Wouldn't that be perfect for the Vol Navy?
Yeah.
I know who is there.
Now, I came up with 4 cool ones for Tennessee. 2 of them are statewide, and the other 2 are just mine. Cracker Barrel or Dollywood? What's more Tennessee than that? Especially East Tennessee.
Yeah, you got to go Dollywood.
I think Cracker Barrel.
And then, in honor of Lane Kiffin, what happened to him with Ole Miss, now he's got to go back with LSU. We we got to go French's mustard and Titleist golf balls.
Hey, did you look anything up for Florida State?
No, I have not, but I still think they'd probably go. The smart thing, Oklahoma State went with the Osage Nation of Native Americans. So I think the Seminole Nation would be perfect for Florida State.
Yeah.
Hard Rock.
Oh, hey, Steve, wait a minute.
Hard Rock would be great, too.
Steve, wait a minute. Time out. Before we let you go, I've got to get this in here with Jason with you. Ole Miss suing the former players, and you made a great point yesterday. These guys are going to be walking out of there with hardly anything in their pocket when they get through lawyer fees, everything they're going to have to pay back to Ole Miss. Tell us real quick, just briefly, just a little summary of that real quick.
Well, the two players, they signed basically agreements for revenue-sharing deals where, okay, you sign this, and we're going to pay you that. Now, if you leave within 90 days, and that was a smart thing to do because there's only one transfer window right now. So they knew that would cover it. But if you leave, you pay this much as a buyout clause. And for Principal Yellen, it's $590,000. And for Devin Harper, the offensive lineman, is $470,000. Well, they signed the agreements, and it was not under duress. Ole Miss sent letters to the two kids saying, look, if you want to settle this, we'll do it, and they didn't answer it. Then they sent one to LSU, and LSU said, well, they signed it, not us. So, we're not on the hook for it. The kids are. Well, what's going to happen now is I think the kids are going to have hire lawyers and call Ole Miss and say, look, we'll settle for this much. And there's no reason Ole Miss should do it.
Right.
You got them over a barrel.
I hope they don't.
Oh, they will. Just like Miami, the Duke quarterback. I mean, this has happened multiple times already. LSU will end up paying it out, to be honest. That's what happened.
Well, the kid from Duke ended up paying that, not the kid.
No, LSU.
And LSU said they're not going to do it. So this is on those two kids.
Yeah.
I know the one scenario that won't happen. They're not going back to Ole Miss.
No.
So somebody's going to pay it.
No.
But they could walk out there maybe $10,000, $100,000. I bet it's $100,000 at the most.
You talking about the
when they get
settlement?
through paying back Ole Miss? What did they make at LSU? They double the salary like Ole
Let's
Miss
just say
did?
they make $1 million right now. Human Yellen's got to pay $590,000
back.
Yeah. Plus, he's got to pay state income tax in Louisiana. He's got to pay federal income tax in Louisiana.
See.
He's got to pay his agent, even though it could be Uncle John.
They screw themselves.
They got to pay a lawyer too, because that lawyer's not going to do it.
Well, they got to pay their lawyers. They're going to have to pay court costs, and probably they'll be charged the Ole Miss lawyer fees.
Yeah,
these
they
kids
lose.
are gonna,
you're right.
Yeah, they're going to end up like $10,000 to play at LSU. And like I told y'all yesterday, it's not like they invested that in the stock market. They went and bought stuff. So they are going to end up with nothing.
They screwed up. They should have gone to Texas. They would have got a free car. Hey, listen.
Exactly.
We appreciate you, brother. Thanks so much, Colin. We'll talk to you later, and love it when you call.
All right, brothers. Anytime.
Thank you, man. Steve does a great job. Pensacola. Out of Pensacola, Florida.
Nice.
Unbelievable. Yeah. All right, let's talk about some of our great people, man. Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. You want a great meal today? Get out to Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. You already down there, James. Let's go get some jewelry. Where are we going?
We're going to David Adamson. We're going to go in there. We're going to see all of the beautiful jewelry that they have right there. A lot of it they're making right in-house. That is locals doing it. They'll also fix it for you, and they got the wish list. So if you see something, you love it, put your name down. Let them know, I wish for this. Then you come on the Coach Hale Show, and you tell them what you need.
Russ, Amber, Patrick, love you guys. I hope the 49ers are good this year for you. Dr. Ward, we listened to the legend yesterday. Unbelievable. 1 in 5 develops skin cancer. It can be deadly. If you're listening right now, there's an office near you. Go see Dr. Ward. Don't put it off. 5 minutes can save your life. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant, the best seafood, ice cold beer. We ate lunch there. We ate dinner there. The legendary J. Michaels. Max Fit Sports Nutrition, 2 great locations, 23rd Street, Pier Park. Hey, if you love Mexican food, there's only one place to go. That's Pepper's Mexican Grill on Panama City Beach Parkway and in Panama City. Buy one, get one free. House draft beer, house margaritas. Go check that soft margarita out. It's incredible. Pepper's Mexican Grill. We'll be right back. Jason Kovaleski, Big James. FSU's up next. Be right back.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. This is Braves country.
This one's going supersonic. Tonight, the Atlanta Braves are back at Truist Park to host the Washington Nationals in a crucial NL East matchup. Airtime coming up at 6, first pitch 6:15 on your home for the Atlanta Braves on the Gulf Coast. ESPN Northwest Florida.
With over 4 decades in business, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to take your collection to the next level. All new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia and supplies, new and vintage cards, and Pokemon. Buy, sell, and trade. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards inside the Stanford Station on 23rd Street next to Academy Sports. Come see the bigger store and the larger inventory, or visit online, InstantReplaySportsCards.com.
That boot store can help you dress in style, from casual Western wear for a night out with family and friends to a special meeting that requires a fashion touch with Western flair. From boots to hats, belts to shirts to jeans, and a lot more for the smallest of the largest in name brand Western attire, including Carhartt work clothes. Shop that boot store for the whole family. Open Tuesday through Thursday 9 to 5, Friday and Saturday 9 to 5:30. Next to Billboard Kia, 15th Street, Panama City, where God is good all the time.
The legendary Pepper's Mexican Grill and Cantina, home for the most popular drink specials in town and now on the beach. Enjoy 2-for-1 house margaritas and draft beer all day, every day. 10% off on Military Mondays, and Tuesdays kids eat free with an adult. Pepper's Mexican Grill and Cantina, now with 2 locations. Back Beach next to Home Depot and Highway 77.
From the Vortex Springs to the Bear Paw Canoe Trail. From Shell Island to 30A. We're your home for live sports. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michaels studio. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida State. Woo! Hey, get out to Newbies, have a great time. John and Charlotte always give back to the community in all different ways. Let's make sure we support them. 4 wonderful locations. And the new one in St. Andrews, a big, beautiful blue facility. Sit outside and watch the beautiful skylights. Look at the water. Have a great time there. And if you're in Panama City and you come down here, you know you're going to wind up at the mothership. But check out the other ones. Newbies 2 on the Curb. Watch all sporting events. Then head on down to the mothership. Have a great time. Let's get into FSU. Jason Kovaleski. James, you can say, yes, I agree with this. No, I don't. What are the percentages? Are they correct? Are they too much? Are they too high, too low? Let's go over it. This is the latest from the experts. Florida State's first game will be against New Mexico State at home. They give them a 97% chance to win the football game. I agree with that. I think it's in the high 90s. Correct? You can always lose. You can always. Did not New Mexico State go into Auburn, and we all had them Auburn winning that game? And that little bitty quarterback became famous, beat Auburn at Auburn. So is it possible they got a new quarterback at NC State New Mexico State nobody knows about, and they'll go there and pull up a miracle? I don't think so, but it could. It could happen.
Good.
Do you think 97% is about right?
Well, 97%, but I would say above 80.
Okay.
Nothing's a given for Florida State. It's been such a rocky 2 years, you know what I'm saying? And that's no disrespect to them. They should win the game, but, you know, I've seen them lose some games, and I'm like scratching my head, like, what happened?
I could see it being a good 90%.
Yeah, probably that's better.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
It's high.
Hey, you can get tickets for $22 right now to that game.
Cheap tickets.
Don't
Have a
look
great
forward
time.
to Alabama.
All right, here's the big one. The first home big football game of the year. SMU will be ranked. They might be the Cinderella team this year. They might make the playoffs this year. So this is a huge game. They give SMU going into Tallahassee. Well, let me put it the other way. They give Florida State only a 49% chance to win that football game.
That's a coin toss. I can see that.
I'm thinking they got, if they're going to have a good year, they're going to win this game. It's going to be exciting. It'll be packed out, you would hope. This is a huge football game. They win this game, maybe it gets them on the right path, hopefully. Well, then they beat Alabama last year. Didn't do it, but I thought it would. 49% to beat FSU. Is that a good percentage? Do you think it would be higher or lower?
I think it's
for
spot
FSU
on.
to win?
I mean, I thought that would be a coin flip game, maybe even favoring SMU, which obviously 1% does, but I think it's spot on.
Yeah, that's good. It's a coin flip game. It's a half chance when I look at it just on the schedule. Big thing for me is Florida State gets to be at home, but SMU is just kind of riding on a high wave of thinking they're going to be good. So let's just see.
It's a home game. I think there's a big advantage for FSU. First big home game of the year. They don't know. We don't know. We just don't know.
I just don't know what Florida State's going to look like. They were Jekyll and Hyde last year. They came out, beat Alabama, and then they went on a little run, 2 games or a game after that, and beat somebody by 70 points. I'm thinking, they might be able to challenge for the ACC, and then all of a sudden, for no reason whatsoever, the bottom just dropped out of it.
How can you play so well one week?
Against a good team. Alabama was a good team. They were healthy when they played Alabama, so there was no excuses. And
Alabama got out coached. They got out hustled. They got out played. They got out hit.
And Florida State was more
better.
physical in that game.
A lot more physical.
And then they were never like that the entire year after that. Maybe one game, but they were playing a cupcake. But that was shocking to me.
Now, they go to Tuscaloosa. Third game of the season. I think it's September 19th at Alabama. The experts give FSU an 18% chance to beat Bama on the road.
Again, as much as I say the first game's not a guarantee, I don't think it's that high. I mean, they just came off beating Alabama last year. I'd give Alabama about a 70% chance of winning that game. But the way they played last year, who knows what this Florida State team's going to look like in week 3.
I keep saying, I don't know
they
much
beat
about
SMU,
FSU and Tennessee.
Say they beat SMU and by 10 and they come in, they're riding high. That turns into a very hard game.
It turns into about a 50-50.
I wouldn't say 50-50. Alabama's got a lot more talent.
Alabama
should.
Under the board, they seem to play better at home.
Right. I think they'll win the game, but I do think it's a tougher game.
I think 18's not. I think Florida State's got a better chance than 18%.
Yeah, I'm about a quarter on that one. It's not a great chance, but it's going to be a game worth watching.
So you about 70? You say 25%? I say about 70. I say about 35, 65.
Florida State still has some players. The Desert twins are really good. The defensive line should be good this year for them. The quarterback's going to be up in the air. I don't know what Daniels is going to look like, but they have more talent than your average South Florida Memphis, and that's kind of like a Memphis Alabama type projection there to me.
Yeah, I think Florida State they know they beat them a year before at home. Alabama's waiting for this ball game, you would think. I'd say about 35, 65. That's just me.
Yeah.
All right. They come back home. They play Central Arkansas. 99% chance to win that ball game.
That's fine. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. This is a big game. Virginia. I like the coach. I think he's an outstanding coach. They give Florida State's got a 62% chance to beat Virginia.
That must be at home.
Yeah, they're playing at home. Yeah.
I would go 55.
I say that's another coin flip. Until I see them 50. On the field, right. You know what I'm saying? Because Virginia last year was way better than Florida State.
Yeah. James?
Yeah, I'm about 50 on that one. It's a good coin flip game.
Yeah. Like I said, I was about 55. The experts say 62% Florida State. All right, now let me be like pull a Jim. He always got something negative to say. Let's look at this. They lose to Alabama. They lose to SMU. They lose to Virginia at home. They're now 2 wins and 3 losses. Would they fire him then? Could they fire him after the first 5 games? 2-3. They beat New Mexico State. They beat Central Arkansas. They get beat at home. SMU. They go on the road, lose to Alabama big. They get beat pretty good by SMU at home. I mean, by Virginia.
Who's after Virginia?
At Louisville.
That'd be a hard week to switch up.
Yeah, the next 3 are brutal. Let's hold off on that question there.
Yeah.
Let's just say they're 3-2 right now. They're 3-2 right now. They beat Virginia. Let's say they beat Virginia. They beat Central Arkansas. They lose to Alabama, lose to SMU, and they beat New Mexico State. So they're 3-2. Now you're at Louisville. The experts give them only a 42% chance to beat Louisville. I don't think they beat Louisville at Louisville.
Is that home?
It's at Louisville.
I think the number's much higher. Louisville's going to be talented this year and probably be in the top 3 of the ACC this year.
Now, I'm talking about FSU's chances, 42%. So you mean lower?
No, I mean Louisville's got.
Yeah, so Florida State's is lower.
I'd say about 75% Louisville.
So you're talking about Florida State about 30. 25.
Louisville's got Ohio State's backup quarterback. I almost won the starting job, and that kid's a stud. Like he's borderline 5-star kid that's at Louisville, and I think they're going to be better this year than when they were last year, and they beat Miami last year. So I think Louisville's a sleeper to win the ACC and challenge Miami, even though I think Miami's got the easiest path to win it.
James, what do you think?
It's about a 30% chance FSU to beat Louisville at Louisville. Louisville's good.
I'm with you. Then you got at Miami. 12% chance to win the game. You can throw out the records most times.
0%.
You got 0. James, no percent. I'm gonna
I mean, there's a chance. It's a rivalry game. People are always up for a rivalry game. It's not a great chance, but it's like 10% for me.
Is it in Tallahassee?
No, it
is at Miami.
But there'll be more Miami. There'll be more FSU.
I will give Miami fans.
I'm gonna give them 30% chance.
I'll give Miami fans some credit. The Notre Dame game atmosphere last year was actually really good for them. You know, it was sold out. It was exciting. So if they show up this year, I give Florida State 0% because Miami takes them seriously. There's no
All right. Now listen to this. They come back home. Listen to this 3-game stretch. Louisville, at Miami, then home at Clemson. They give them a 47% chance to beat Clemson.
Clemson's kind of like Florida State, in my opinion. You just don't know what you're going to get.
I think Clemson's
got
got
9
better players.
Draft picks last year and
I think they have better
6
players,
and 6, 100%. I think, I guess. But what happened to Dabo? I mean, he didn't forget how to coach.
They got to get a quarterback.
That's my biggest issue with them.
Yeah. What do you think percentage is?
Clemson, I mean, it's one of those you like look in a mirror at both of them. They both kind of look the same to me. So give me a half. Give me a coin flip.
I think they're right. 47-45. I think
about 60-40 Clemson just because.
All right. Now, here's the question. We got to take a break. You lose at Clemson. You lose to Miami. You lose at Louisville. Hell, we'll give them the Virginia game. Central, Arkansas is another win. That's 2 wins, 3 losses. Alabama, that's 4, 5. You're 3-5. I think he's out the door.
I think they hired Tom Herman for a reason.
Yeah, if he loses those 3 games in a row, especially lose 4 in a row, I think he's in trouble.
The whole key is what is his buyout and when does it go down, and that'll tell you when he gets fired. Yeah, because they're waiting to do it.
All right, we'll come back and finish up with FSU. Then we got a call. I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna finish up FSU and let's make that phone call during the next segment. But right now, let's talk about some of our wonderful people. Love all of our wonderful, outstanding sponsors. They are incredible. There's no doubt about that. Turf Pro Pest Control. You want that yard look absolutely beautiful. Patrick can do it. Listen, Patrick, every Monday right here in ESPN Northwest Florida, your yard will look like a golf course. You got bugs in the house? Not anymore. Turf Pro Pest Control can take care of everything. TK Vandy, General Contracting, Roofing. They do it all. They design, build commercial, residential. Listen to Kyle tomorrow right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Steve's Bike Shop. You want a new beautiful electrical bike? The best deals you'll get is right there. New and used by Steve Burdershaw at Steve's Bike Shop on 23rd Street. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Dan Patrick Show.
I don't understand the Kyle Shanahan situation with the 49ers. I'm not asking for salacious details. It felt like everybody was sitting on a story that had to do with an NFL head coach who was involved in a car accident. I have to look at the sports portion of this, and that's what I don't understand.
It's the Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings from 9 till 11. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Anna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Thursday. Possible thunderstorms and mostly sunny this afternoon. An evening with a moderate breeze at 14 miles per hour coming out of the west-southwest, and temps near 91. Tonight we will have a variety of some clouds and possible thunderstorms, and be quite warm at 82. Partly sunny in the morning, but otherwise likely thunderstorms tomorrow and a high 88. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Ho, ho, ho! Santa's on vacation, but Coin and Bullion Reserve's fine jewelry is delivering Christmas in July savings. Tomorrow is the last day to save up to 75% off sparkling diamond and gemstone jewelry, coastal-inspired designs, and more. These holiday-size savings won't last. Tomorrow is your final chance to save big. Visit Coin and Bullion Reserve's fine jewelry at the corner of East Avenue and 15th Street, your diamond headquarters.
Upgrade your time on the water. Blue Water Marine Electronics is officially open at 2320 West 15th Street in the old Kawasaki dealership. Blue Water Marine Electronics, your premier destination for marine tech. They sell, service, and install everything from top-tier GPS and fish finders to sound systems and trolling motors. Need repairs? They're Bay County's authorized Minn Kota Warranty Center. Blue Water Marine Electronics, 15th Street, Panama City.
Better buckle up, Buttercup. There are no participation trophies here, just pure sports. The Coach James Hale Show live from the J. Michaels Studios.
Gen Z snowflakes.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Man, I tell you what, hey, college football is getting cranked up, and we're knocking out of the ballpark sponsorships of football. I only got so many left. I got it on the website. You can call us. We're coming out to visit different places. It's going to be a big year. College football is going to be exciting. And we know we can get the customers in the door. It's your job to keep them. We've got a lot of great things offered here at ESPN Northwest Florida.
Yeah, come join us. Come have a conversation with us. Talk about your business. Talk about college football. What's the best?
I do want to say this: if you sell it, if you want to be on my show, you got to sign up with me. If you're going to do with ESPN, it's totally different.
Yeah.
Mine's with me, so I'll be coming seeing you. I did put it on the Facebook. James Hale, Julie did put James Hale Show. Tells you what you got to do, and phone number to call us and things like that. But either way, get with ESPN, no doubt about that. But,
I will say this: it's a lot different as a business owner when you can come on and talk to your customers versus maybe somebody might hear a commercial that runs every single day and they might hear it in the car. Or, when I'm in the car, a lot of times I'm tuning stuff out. But if I hear somebody talking, I'm interested in it. We're talking about topics I love, like college football, high school sports. I mean, what's a better way to kind of push your business out there to support the high school athletes? The community gets to know you. For sure. That's the whole point, yeah. It's a different level of sponsorships. I've done a lot of radio ads that just kind of didn't hit the mark, or maybe I got something out of it. I had no idea. But you know how many people come in my store and say, man, I hear you in the radio. And they'll just come in and talk a little bit about college football, So it's what I love doing. And if you're passionate about it and you want to grow your business and you're a small business owner, part of this community, I highly recommend it. And that's not just me trying to sell for you because I don't get anything out of that. It's because it truly works.
If you want to be on my show, give us a call. Make sure you let them know you want to talk to me, and we'll get you signed up. Let me tell you this. Another thing I don't really like, I know some people do, I think you do it too. If you call and you go, well, if you listen to Coach Hale James Show, you get a 10% discount. Well, I guarantee you, 10% discount off a $100 bill is not a big deal. It is, but it isn't. But if you went in there and say, hey, if you heard on Coach Hale Show, I'm going to give you $100, I guarantee you they're going to come and tell you they listen to the show. So the 10% is good, and it does. Every little penny helps. But we got a lot of people listening, believe me. We're doing well. All right, let's get back to FSU. At Boston College, 75% chance. They struggled at Boston College in the past. 75%, I think that's too high.
A little bit.
I'm more into 60.
Yeah.
It just depends on where they're at in the season. If they play well and have some good wins, that could be a momentum game. But I just don't know what to expect from Florida State from game to game. I think every game's a 50-50 throw up or coin toss for them, to be honest.
At Pitt, 47% chance to win.
It's
I like
going to be pretty good.
There. I like the coach there. That's the school I want us to go after in the SEC. I want that TV market up there. All right, NC State, 73% chance to beat NC State. Now, it is home. It is home. It's not at NC State. If it was NC State, I'd say 50-50.
Well, is Norvell there? What's their record?
I
mean,
so many
it could flip the other way by then. Who knows?
Florida, the game at Florida is home versus Florida. They give Florida State a 43% chance to win that football game. The excitement is all coming out of Tallahassee.
And that's,
out of Gainesville. Everybody's excited.
That's in the swamp?
Yeah.
And they give them a 40?
No. It's in,
Okay. That makes a little bit more sense.
So I'm looking at this. They got them losing. They got them winning. Favored in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games.
Does 5 and 7 get you an extension? Get you another year?
I think it gets you
I don't
fired.
think so.
I think you're out the door.
I thought 2 and 10 would, but here we are.
I'm gonna say they're gonna get at least 6 and 6, maybe 7 and 5. I'm gonna be positive. No, okay.
Silence.
No, okay. James,
Silence speaks mass.
6, 6, 7, 5. Help me. No.
No, I don't think it's a 6 and 6. I don't think they're bowling.
I'll make that prediction after the SMU game. I think that's a huge, huge game for them. And Alabama's a big game, don't get me wrong, but you can beat SMU, lose to Alabama as long as you show up and still have a great season. But if they lose to SMU and then go in there and get, kind of spanked by Alabama, who's going to want revenge? Trust me. They've seen the tape of that last year, and it was not pretty. So it really hinges on the SMU game for me.
You lose to SMU, you lose to Virginia. You're 0-2 in the ACC already to start off. That is going to be probably a death
If he's
nail.
2-3 after the first 5 games, he's in big time
Welcome, interim coach Tom Herman.
The reason I say that, next 3, Louisville, at Miami, and Clemson. And I'm going to tell you what, I know Boston College is terrible, but they haven't played that great up there.
They've always had tough games up there.
Yeah.
I mean, like 32,
Good thing for
31.
FSU is who the head coach is at BC.
Right.
God. Anyway, hey, let's go ahead and call them real quick. Let's call them. Find out the name, too, please. All right, real quick, I want to get this in. Top 10 running back rooms in college football. They've got Miami number 1, Texas Tech number 2, Oregon number 3, Louisville 4, USC 5, Florida 6, Missouri 7, Texas 8, 9 Ohio State, and 10 Georgia. I think this is completely wrong.
Texas got to be in the top 3.
Texas got to be there. Ohio State's got Georgia. Are you kidding me? Texas, Georgia, Ohio State always got great running backs. And Florida, just that one kid is unbelievable.
Michigan's got a great running back room. They got the kid last year that was really good, Marshall.
How good's Oregon?
They always have good running backs. I don't know their depth there. Last year, I think they had some injuries there. But to me, like Miami, Georgia would be one. Georgia's hasn't got the top end talent there right now. Nate Fraser's going to be their number 1 running back. He doesn't scare you. He's not like one of their really elite running backs. I think he's just solid. Same with Ohio State. Bo Jackson's solid. He's not going to.
I think Bo Jackson's good.
Well, he ran for 1,000 yards as a freshman, but he doesn't have these physical traits where he runs a 4.3. I mean, he's not going to shake out your boots, but he's just going to get 6, 7, 8 yards of carry and run you over.
I thought he was good. All right, let's take this call. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing this morning?
Good. Who is this, Coach?
This is Coach Nate with the Panama City Panthers.
Hey, nice. Coach Nate. What's going on, big guy?
Oh, not much, sir. How you guys doing this morning?
We're doing great. Tell us what's going on there with your team.
Well, sir, we are having a game on August 22nd. We're doing a breast cancer awareness game, and we're partnering up with Susan G. Komen for the cure. And we're wanting to get it out there for the community to come out. And we got a lot going on with the team, actually. I mean a lot. We got a lot. We're right now in our summer league with the Gridiron Development Football League. We rolled right into that straight out of our winter league, where we won the West Conference Championship. And then we're this coming season, we're transitioning into the EAFL, the Elite American Football League. So there's a whole bunch of great stuff coming in with the Panama City Panthers this season.
You guys had a really good season, though. I mean, you finished first in your division, went to the championship game. I mean, I was actually able to watch it on YouTube, and I think there was over 200 people viewing it at the time, which is actually a really good number. So talk a little bit about how the fans and the program has grown. I think you got 40 players. Alan comes in all the time. I want to give a shout-out to Alan Bowles, really good guy. We have a lot of fun talking about the games. He comes in and to Max Fit. So talk a little bit about how the program's grown, and if people want to sign up and come out and play or sponsorships, let us know how we can get in touch or how we can help.
Yes, sir. the team absolutely has grown. We had, I believe, 54, 55 registered players this past season. In the summer season, we're at 47 players, and we're open for registration currently. So if you want to join, go to our Facebook page, Panama City Panthers. You can get in contact with us there. And for sponsors, I'm on Facebook, Nathan Weber, GM, Miss Kim. We're on Facebook and reach out on Panama City Panthers for sponsors. I'm always reaching out to sponsors to help build our outreach, our players. But the team as a whole, we've grown together. We always reinforce our mission at the Panthers is always provide athletes from diverse backgrounds with opportunities to compete, develop their skills in pursuit of their advancement in football and beyond. While actively giving back to the communities we serve, we truly believe success extends past the field. We're always committed to the mentorship, service, and leadership that uplift and empower those around us. And we always enforce our motto that I am my brother's keeper.
Yeah.
We're a family at the Panthers. So we embrace one another. We're there for one another at all times.
I love that. We got about a minute left. Talk about the league you're going into. Alan said it's probably a little bit tougher than the one that you just came from. Is that a little accurate statement? Is it going to be a little bit better competition and a step up a little bit?
It is. The competition is a little bit tougher. We got to experience that with the grit. But we, as a coach, and now we know we can compete with them.
Yeah.
We have no doubt.
Right.
We're ready for it. Our team's ready for it. We're hungry for it. We're ready to. We're faunching at the bit to get out there and show what Panther Nation's all about. To show that, hey, we're ready for this. Let's show what Panama City has. Let's show what Florida's all about.
Listen, we got to take a break. Thank you so much for sharing this information. We can help out any way. Just let us know. Jason, you get up with them all the time, don't you?
Yeah, and they can call back in, later, maybe next week or something. We can talk a little bit about the games. Because you got games going on right now as far as Summer League, right?
Yes, sir. We actually got a game coming up this Saturday. We're playing the War Dogs, kind of a rival.
Is that at home?
Our fifth time playing.
Real quick.
Yes, sir. At home at John B. Gore.
Okay.
The kickoff's at 7.
All right.
Yeah, come on out.
Thanks for the call. I'm sorry, we have got to take a break. I'm sorry.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, let's talk about some of our great people. Stevenson Air Conditioning, locals taking care of locals throughout the Panhandle, Florida. That's Jason, graduated from Mosley High School. He started this business, home run hit, knocks out of the ballpark, expanding throughout the Panhandle, Florida. You have a problem, you call Stevenson Air Conditioning right now. They'll be there to take care of you, no doubt about that. And I told you a little while ago about those bikes. Electrical bikes, I see so many in Bay Point. It's unbelievable. I like the old standards myself, but Dr. Mitchell said get yourself an electrical bike. Pump it up out there, you get tired, turn the juice on, come on back home, and you will not get a better deal anywhere than Steve's Bike Shop on 23rd Street. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
Let's remember about guys like Lane Kiffin. This is true. They say it down south, and that's not nothing. Zebras don't change their stripes. They just change their watering hole. He's still Lane Kiffin, and I came up for a term for him. He's a narciopath. That's a combination of a narcissist and a sociopath, okay? He is not going to change.
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays 4 to 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Anna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Thursday. Possible thunderstorms and mostly sunny this afternoon. An evening with a moderate breeze at 14 miles per hour coming out of the west-southwest, and temps near 91. Tonight we will have a variety of some clouds and possible thunderstorms, and be quite warm at 82. Partly sunny in the morning, but otherwise likely thunderstorms tomorrow and a high 88. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Your biggest investment is your home. Protect it while also improving its appearance with Earthworks of Northwest Florida. We have sand, mulch, gravel, or lay down decorative stone, all available for pickup and delivery. Discover your dream landscape with Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Imagine the moment you proudly pull up to your home that you've worked so hard for, enhanced by quality mulch, decorative stones, and more. Let's make it happen today. Request a quote online at earthworkspc.com or swing by the office at 2005 Industrial Drive. Love the land you live on.
You've been low-key thinking about dropping a podcast. Well, now is the time to start, brah. Sports, politics, finance, science, health, real estate, music, interviews, surfing, conspiracy theories, or alien abductions. Ready to main character your own content? We can make it happen with Turnkey Podcast Productions from 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida. Our local, modern, state-of-the-art multimedia recording studio is now available for booking, starting at just $100 an episode. Take your fandom to the next level. For more information, text the keyword studio to 850-215-6290. Text studio to 850-215-6290. Text studio 215-6290 or jam over to ESPNPC.com. Bruh.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Back to the gap at the wall. Out of here!
He's a beacon of light to many and an inspiration to all. The Coach James Hale Show.
Pro-gun, pro-flag, and pro-Pisha.
Live from the J. Michaels Studio, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Here we go, baby. Crank it up. Here you go. Here we go. Yay, Alabama. Crimson Tide. Roll. Tide. Roll. Roll on over to Stevenson Air Conditioning. Have them come out and service your units. It's going to last longer. It's going to save you money. The number one team out there. I used to say it was Bama. Now I'm going to say it was always in Stevenson Air Conditioning. They're not like Alabama. They don't go 8-4. But anyways, Alabama. I always say Nick says be positive, and I am going to be positive. And another thing, it's Coach DeBoer's year 3, so he could actually shock the world. They might have fixed the situation with the offensive line. They might be a physical football team this year. They might even be able to run the ball this year. Couple things. They came out, if we're going to have a great year at Alabama this year, we're going to be kind of under the radar and shock the world and be back like Bama standards, then it's going to have to start with the defense side of the ball. We're going to have to be physical. We're going to have to be outstanding. And we got great players at every level. We got a good defense. We got a pretty good edge. We got a really good edge guy. We got a good down lineman. Not a lot that I know of, but I know one. The inside linebackers, we should be pretty strong there. The secondary should be outstanding. But we got to be better than this. They ranked the top 10 defenses of the SEC. At number 10 was Missouri, number 9, Tennessee, number 8, Ole Miss, number 7, Auburn, and at number 6, Alabama. We got to be in the top 3. We're going to have the kind of year we want. I don't think finishing 6th in the SEC in defense is going to get it done. At number 5, Texas A&M made the playoffs last year. Number 4, LSU with the best roster, one of the best rosters in all of college football, most expensive anyway. Number 3, Georgia. 16 starters coming back for Georgia. Georgia's defense is going to be really good. I think Georgia's a really good team this year. And the schedule's manageable this year. Number 2, Texas. They went out and got great players. I think Texas is going to be outstanding on defense and offense. They're going to be good. And number 1, the number 1 defense, maybe the best defensive coach in the country, in the SEC, and that's Oklahoma with the best defense. So, Jason, am I crazy or not? If Bama's only 6th best in the defense in the SEC with an offense that has not been able to run the football, finish games, offensive line that's been inconsistent the first 2 years, they got a new offensive line coach coming in. I think we're going to struggle if we only got the number 6 best defense in the SEC. I'm saying 9-3, 8-4, something that nature.
Borderline playoff team, depending on who you beat, who you lose to. Kind of like last year. I think they got to be higher. I mean, and one of that things that can help that defense is a good run game. So that's what we're all waiting to see. I mean, if you can get the offensive line cranked out, if it can look like the Alabama of old, which we're never going to see DeBoer be Nick Saban, but you have to be able to establish the run and be able to protect that defense and keep it off the field. So they're going to be good at quarterback. They're going to be good at wide receiver. I don't have any questions with that. I saw enough from Mac that even if he started over Russell, that they're going to be fine there. And if Russell starts, even better because he's a talented kid. They got weapons at wide receiver, but I want to see them line up and push people off the ball. I mean,
right. You haven't seen it in 2 years.
I haven't seen it, and it's really head-scratching because they have some really talented offensive linemen. They had a guy go in the first round, Proctor, that was considered a freak. I mean, he was catching screen passes, but he couldn't block anybody. So not sure what was going on there. But I believe if they can run the football, their defense will be top 3 with the talent they have.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know how good our running backs are. We've had, and I said this yesterday, we have NFL running backs like no other last 10 since Saban's been there.
Yeah.
And now the guy we had last year is good, but he wasn't elite. I just, and the freshman, I forgot his name. Anyway, the freshman's got to be able to really good for Bama. We got to have somebody hit a home run. I don't know if we do.
I really think they thought they were going to get the kid from NC State, Smothers.
We had him.
Yeah.
We had him.
And that was kind of a gut punch.
That was kind of like the Ole Miss
right.
Clemson deal. We didn't say anything because we're probably doing the same thing.
Right.
So, anyway, I do want to go over this. And I didn't understand it when I read it because I'd have been totally different. But the article was Josh Pete named the scariest head coach to play for, which would be what he meant by that, I believe. And he didn't say this, but that's what I think. That practices would be tough. It would be hard on you, but you would be successful, especially some of these defensive guys he mentioned. He mentioned guys they're coaching now, and the number one guy is somebody that's older that you'll all know. But he had number 5, Oklahoma, Brent Venables. He said he works out, he runs, he looks like a player. He yells and screams quite a bit. When you have a meeting with him, you've got about 7-minute time frame, and that's all it is. He is the hardcore. He said, I wouldn't want to run into him in a dark alley. He's full of energy. I kind of get that.
I can see that.
I can see that.
Those are defensive coaches, though. You know,
yeah.
I mean,
defensive guy as a head coach
or offensive line coaches.
Yeah. Now he named 5 out of all the coaches in the country,
right?
Which I have no idea who's great, fearful coach in the Big 12 or in the ACC, but he does. He goes in the ACC. He says Miami's Cristobal. He's old school. He can still play. He can still probably line up and play with his players. He believes in physicality on the offense side of the ball and on the defense side of the ball. He's a no-nonsense type of guy. He has no-nonsense approach. He's old school. And it showed that one of the coaches tried to hug him during the game. He about knocked him out.
Yeah. So I think Michael Irving did too one time, and he about did the same.
Yeah,
so we haven't won yet. I can see that. Offensive line coaches are tough guys. I mean, they're usually your kind of get in your face type guys too. So
we're okay with these two so far?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
And it shows on the field.
This is interesting. At Oregon at this time, he was 35-9. No, I'm sorry, 35-19. At Miami right now, he's 35-19.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
And he's had the best NIL backing at both schools. Yeah. So
coming home, hard nosed. Okay. At number 3, I get this, and in some ways I don't. But Coach O, former head coach at LSU, he's loud. The way he talks, the way he presents himself. But back in 2019, I was this guy that wrote this article. I was there. I was right outside the LSU locker room. You could hear him. It was at halftime. You could hear everything he was saying. This guy is scary. Then after the game, he's very aggressive. He's not afraid of a challenge. He's not afraid of his players. He could probably still challenge every player on his team. Unbelievable recruiter. He is hard-nosed, defensive line coach. But then he comes across as a
goofy
and loving, and
taking his shirt off at parties.
Yeah, I guess he could scare you when he loses his cool. But I don't know if I'd have him at number 3.
I don't think so. I just didn't think he was that great of a coach. I think he had a great team that year, and kudos for him to pulling it together. But he didn't last very long.
I think he's a great defensive line coach.
I do, too.
I think he's a great recruiter.
Right. Even Urban Meyer spoke on him a couple weeks ago, talked about how he's a nut, but he's the nut you want on your team coaching your defensive line. You know what I'm saying? So those defensive line coaches have a screw loose anyway. So, but as far as a hard-nosed coach like a Bear Bryant or even a Kirby, who's probably going to be up there in the top 2, I just don't see him on that level because he's got a little goofiness to him to me.
See, I'm with you, and we'll get to that. But here we go. At number 2, this blew it away from me. But then he went back and he explained why he did this. He put Mike Leach, Mississippi State's former head coach, is not with us any longer. He said what made him that he plays mind games with his players. He played mind games with his staff. He made mind games with the media. I don't think he played mind games with his staff.
Or his players. His players knew where they stood. I mean, you always want to try to get the best out of your players. He reminded me a little bit of a Steve Spurrier, kind of quirky, offensive, genius type guy. But that's not somebody that scares me.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess this is from a sports reporter's view.
Mickey Andrews scares me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
That's what I see when I see somebody that, like, I don't want to mess with that guy. I don't want him be on his bad side. You know what I'm saying? To me, I thought, and I don't want to give it away, so I'll give you my top 2 after you say.
Okay. James, let me ask you. Coach, we had him on the show. Glenn went and talked to him, everything. I liked him. He didn't scare me at all, but I understand what he's saying. He said he can undress you with his mind. I get where he's coming from. I do understand where he's coming from, but that's not scary to me.
No. I mean, I can see how that's scary to some people that, oh, man, that guy kind of even knows what I'm thinking without me saying anything. I can see how that's scary to some people.
I'm the physical type.
Not really
I'm
for
scared
me.
of physicality. I'm scared of getting thrown down.
I'm scared of the Woody Hayes is going to come over and yank my face mask off the field.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
All right.
And tobacco hit me in my eyeballs.
All right, here it is. The number 1 scariest coach of all time. Paul Bear Bryant.
Oh, we're going all time. Okay, that's where I confused it. Yeah.
Paul Bear Bryant. He couldn't get away what he did today's time. He couldn't coach in today's league. He could compete with his players. He would fight his players. He'd get in drills with his players. He'd do it all. When he went to Texas A&M, just talk to those players there, what he did to them. He could not do these kind of things in modern football. Bear Bryant was kind of like the godfather of college football. He could do whatever he wanted. He was like the godfather. I'm like that. I think Bear Bryant, Woody Hayes,
Nick Saban, did not want
Kirby.
to go to practice.
The newer guys, Saban, Kirby.
I'll tell you.
But the old time now, I'm still saying Bo Schembechler.
Yeah.
Woody
I'll be honest,
Hayes.
and people are going to hate this because they hate him just personally. Urban Meyer ran some tough practices.
Did you ever see that special?
Yeah. And we saw it at Ohio State, and that's why a lot of guys, there was a lot of friction in the locker room because those practices were brutal, like brutal. So those are the guys that scare me, that when I go to practice, I know I'm going to die, basically.
And Coach Bryant, he didn't yell at people or anything like that. He just look at you. He'd scare you.
And I guarantee Lou Holtz ran some tough practices.
Yeah. Air Parsegian.
Yeah. I didn't really like the. I thought I didn't realize it was. If it was current coaches, I would have Cignetti and Kirby Smart up in the top 2.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you what. People don't even know who I'm talking about. John McKay. They ran the I formation back in the '60s. I heard his practices were brutal too.
Sure.
All right, we'll be right back. Get out to if you have a problem getting cooled off, call Stevens Air Conditioning. You want some great food today? It's the legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. Matter of fact, we're in J. Michael's Studios as we speak. J. Michael's Restaurant. He is a living legend. Go check it out. The best seafood, ice cold beer, J. Michael's. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
It's here. The 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida app version 2.0. Now featuring ultra high fidelity. You'll feel like you're in the game. Plus, more opportunities to win weekly prizes from local businesses when you click it to win it. Download the 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida app today at Google Play or the Apple Store.
Good morning. This is Anna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Thursday. Possible thunderstorms and mostly sunny this afternoon. An evening with a moderate breeze at 14 miles per hour coming out of the west-southwest, and temps near 91. Tonight we will have a variety of some clouds and possible thunderstorms, and be quite warm at 82. Partly sunny in the morning, but otherwise likely thunderstorms tomorrow and a high 88. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Canes fans, the 2026 Miami Hurricanes football season will be here before you know it, and there's no better place to experience it than inside Hard Rock Stadium. Feel the energy of the crowd, the excitement of game day, and the moments you can't fully experience from your couch. Season tickets are the best way to make sure you don't miss a snap, a score, or a signature Canes moment all season long. Lock in your seats today at MiamiHurricanes.com/football. That's MiamiHurricanes.com/football.
Are you in need of reliable, secure, convenient self-storage? Too much stuff and not enough room to put it all? Stop on by to Your Storage Units. With a wide selection of climate and non-climate self-storage units, Your Storage Units is sure to have just what you need. From a small 5x5 to as large as a 10x20 and up. Just remember, if you need more space and less clutter, call Your Storage Units 850-252-4309 at 7100 US 98 right over the Hathaway Bridge and PCB behind the Taco Bell.
If your neighbor, employer, or grandmother were traumatized by comments made on the Coach James Hale Show.
One thing people aren't saying a whole lot about, and I'll probably get in trouble,
but just wanted to take this moment to say, get bent. We're live from the J. Michaels Studio, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Eagle! Hey! Martha, Kenny, James, Jenna, Elizabeth, Steve, Craig, War Eagle, baby. War Eagle. We could have put Pat Dye on that list. The hard, physical, scary coach.
Yeah.
Coach Dye was a man's man. He was
Good
something
man.
else, man. Sure, Jordan ran some tough practices also, the legendary head football coach, Auburn Tigers. Hey, you want a great meal today? You want to hang around a great person? The city commissioner of Lynn Haven, Pat Perno, is unbelievable. He shops at Max Fit Sports Nutrition. He looks outstanding. He's feeling better. When's the last time you seen him?
Probably a couple weeks, so I'll probably see him here in the next week or two.
I got to get over. I haven't been over in town in a while.
He told me we're going to come eat. He's always asked about you. He wants to come back on the radio, but he just doesn't have the time right now. So I told him I might come by and eat some lunch with him.
Yeah, we got to get him back in there when football season cranks up. But Pat's such a wonderful man. If you know him, you know what I'm talking about. His restaurant's incredible, and I think his staff has his personality. They're friendly. They got a smile on their face. They treat you great. The food's outstanding. You'll never get a bad meal there. TV's everywhere. Watch all sporting events. The legendary beef braised at Lynn Haven. And all you Mosley Dolphins, you know when football season cranks up, you're going to go eat there before the game, and then on Saturdays you'll be there watching games and ordering wings to take home. Beef braised, Lynn Haven. All right, let's get into Auburn Tigers. Rivals, the latest on Rivals 2027 recruiting class. Auburn has moved up to 6th in the nation. The number one team, well, these are actually the SEC recruiting. Number one in the country with all the money in the world, Texas A&M. They're number one in the SEC. Number two, I think in the country too.
Yeah,
number two, the Oklahoma Sooners doing a really good job. Number three, knocking out of the ballpark. The two teams I said are going to be most improved, the Florida Gators with Summerall, and the Auburn Tigers with Golich. They're doing a great job. And number four, with big-time money, get yourself a brand-new car when you come in. Pick out your colors. That was Lamborghini, I believe they're giving away.
Yep.
Number four, the Texas Longhorns. And number five, in LSU, they got money, man, and they spend it on athletics. They'll do whatever it takes. LSU Fighting Tigers at number 5. And then the Auburn Tigers at number 6. Wow. That's your top 6 in the SEC. Out of 16 teams, Auburn's at number 6.
That puts you in the conversation for a playoff.
You know, and they're at the top in the nation, too. At number 7, and I see them moving up, Georgia and Kirby Smart. They're always up there. At number 8, Ole Miss. At number 9, Kentucky. At number 10, Tennessee.
I haven't heard really blue blood school yet, and
I'm getting more concerned as we go. At number 11, South Carolina.
Dang.
At number 12, Missouri.
Whoa. Still missing.
At number 13, that went 17 years with the top 2 or 3 classes in all college football nationally. Alabama's 13th in the SEC. I think they're like 40th in the country.
They got 3 quarterbacks though.
Now the 2020, I will say this: the 2028, the kids coming up, they're doing a great job there.
They just landed a big-time offensive lineman out of the state of Ohio. Really.
Yeah. At number 14, Vandy. At number 15, Arkansas. And last place, Mississippi State. So the excitement in the state of Alabama, I can feel it. I feel it in the room. I can feel it in the air. There's a lot of excitement at Auburn. At Alabama, there's a lot of wait and see. Year 3, what will it bring us?
And the board did say this, and some of it's a little coach speak, some of it's true. They got a very young roster, so they got a lot of sophomores and freshmen that are very talented. So this wasn't going to be a big class anyway. They got a big-time quarterback in this class. As a matter of fact, they got 2 of the top 10 quarterbacks in the country signed. So I think you're going to see them be a little bit more aggressive next year. You really got to manage a roster when it comes to funding.
I think
now.
George is kind of the same boat.
Georgia this year's not usually their typical class. They're not going to get 5 stars and be in the top 3 again. But you really got to go year to year and see what your needs are, see where you need to spend. You got to save a little bit of money for the portal, depending on what you're trying to address. So it's a whole different ball game. So you can't just look at these rankings and be like, "Oh my God, we suck," because there's a lot of the young, talented players on Alabama's roster that they got to pay for next year. So they have to figure that in before they start paying unproven high school kids.
I couldn't have said it better. You did a great job. But at Alabama, we're going to settle for being that low in recruiting. I don't care how many we sign. We should be in the top 10 every single year.
It's going to be, if you look at it now with NIL, this is going to be going forward for most teams, because teams, you're going to have budgets now. You're going to have to be like an NFL football team. You're going to know what kind of money you've got coming in. You're going to know, I've got this kid already for 2 and 3 years, and I'm paying him X amount. That's taking up this % of my entire budget. And you have to budget, because you don't want to spend all your budget this year,
right?
Because you still want to get kids next year.
Yep.
So you have to organize a budget now, more like the NFL.
I know what Ohio State and Miami's kind of philosophy is. They're going to go after the top 8 to 12 elite guys in the country and pay them whatever out of high school. Beyond that, the other guys aren't guys that can make instant impacts. You're not going to pay a kid $1 million to sit on the bench as a freshman and learn. You're going to go to the portal for that. So you might target 8, maybe 12 guys a year now, and that probably is going to be about 90% of your NIL budget for high school, and then they'll go to the transfer portal to fill the needs.
Yeah, and another thing too, if Alabama goes 9-3 next year, I don't think we should fire a coach.
No.
There are going to be a lot of people wanting him fired. Now, let me go back and say this. If you're getting blown out and getting embarrassed like we did last year,
right?
Indiana embarrassed you in the playoffs and the Rose Bowl. You get embarrassed in the SEC championship, 2 games at the end of the year. You should be getting better as the year goes on. Then that's a different discussion.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what, you can get blown about Auburn at home, he's going to be in trouble.
To me, and we've talked about this, and we'll talk to my face is blue, I want to see the offensive line. I want to see the run game improve. If they don't and they look the same as last year, then you need to have some really tough discussions about where Alabama football is going to go.
All right, I want to talk about this. Auburn, where they ranked, not very good. But anyway, Power 4 college football teams with the most wins without a playoff appearance since 2014 to 2020. Auburn and the 16 teams they mentioned, Auburn was dead last with the most wins. Of course, his last 5 years killed them.
No
Before
quarterback
then, they were in good shape. Auburn's won 83 games in this time frame, did not make the playoffs. The number 1 team, this won the most games, have not made a playoff yet. And he wins consistently. He's the winningest coach in the Big Ten history. And that's Iowa, 105 wins, no playoff. You know who number 2 is? The most wins, not making a playoff. Do you know? Eli Blair, do you know who the number 2 team in the country with the most wins that have not made a college playoff appearance? Do you know who it is?
No, I don't.
Thank you, Eli. Do you know, James, who it could be? You got to guess.
Without going to the playoffs, so we've not been in a playoffs.
They're not in the SEC.
We're not talking the expanded playoffs. We're just talking
since 2014.
Since 2014, not making the playoffs, being a winning program. Oh.
No, the most wins without making the playoffs.
Yeah.
I was number 1 at
105. Playoffs. Florida State's made the playoffs. Florida's made the playoffs.
Yes.
Made the playoffs.
2-hour show.
No, I was about to say Penn State, but no, Penn State's been there.
Yeah, they went to.
All right, your time is over. Jason.
I'm going to say Louisville or Illinois.
Let me give you you want a lifeline?
Yeah.
Can I give you a lifeline? The coach just left to join a big-time program.
Utah.
Yes, Utah, 102 wins. Number 3, and I hope they don't make the playoffs again this year, BYU, 101. Number 4, Wisconsin, out of the Big Ten, 99. At number 5, and I can't believe they haven't made it yet, a blue blood, one of the biggest names in college football, in the Big Ten, USC, 95 wins, have not made the playoffs.
You better make it this year.
Oklahoma State, I'm a man, 93 wins. NC State, 92 wins, no playoffs. And at number 8, Kansas State, 91 wins, no playoff. Houston, 90 wins. Louisville, 90 wins, no playoffs. Minnesota, row your boat, 89 wins, no playoff. Central Florida, Chad Mitchell's favorite team and national champs, no playoffs, 89 wins. And the Florida, can you believe Florida has not been in there?
Whoa. Didn't
Florida
think
Gators,
that.
88 wins.
Wow.
Have not been in there.
That's not even a good number.
Missouri was close a couple times with 87 wins, no playoff appearance. Pitt, 68 wins, no playoff. Baylor and Auburn open up, and they're both tied at 16th place. Baylor and Auburn with 83 wins, no playoff appearance. Now, out of that list I said, which one gets in first?
USC.
USC, not BYU with an easy path?
I hope not. I mean,
I hope not either.
If we're going just, participation trophy maybe, but the team that probably has the talent to do it, and this year it would be on the fringe to me, would be USC.
I like USC. I like Louisville. I mean, the only other school in the ACC right now really is Miami.
I like BYU. I like Louisville. USC's got to play in the Big Ten. These other teams, they got an easy way to get in.
They got back-to-back number 1 recruiting classes, and they've really addressed the defense. And if Patterson can come in and fix that, they always are going to be decent on offense.
Eli, who gets in first? Who would you say? Would you say Iowa, USC, Louisville, Houston, with these Cinderella teams, BYU?
South Florida, Brian Hartline.
South Florida, yeah. What about South Florida?
Yeah, it would be awesome to see. Probably one of those Big Ten schools, and those out west schools.
Smart answer there.
There you go, smart. you trained him up before he got in here. All right, let's talk about some of our great sponsors. We've got so many wonderful, outstanding. We love them all, man. They're great. They're the best. Oh, my God. Jason's with us this morning. Newbies, 4 great locations. I want to thank John Sharp for all the great things you do for Bay County. Wonderful people. Love them to death. You can't get better people than them. Newbies, too, on the curve. Go watch all sporting events. College football is getting ready cranked up. Go watch all the baseball games, and then head on down to Mothership, the best entertainment in the Southeast, heck, in the country, every weekend, almost every day in the summertime, thanks to Charlotte. Steve's Bike Shop, Steve Burshaw, swim coach at Mosley High Schools. Locals taking care of locals. Electrical bikes are taking over the world. He's got all kind, new and used, and he'll deal with you. Steve Burshaw, Steve's Bike Shop on 23rd Street. Kyle Vandergrift, the legend. You get a letter from the insurance company. They're going to say, hey, we're getting ready to drop you. Don't panic. Just call Kyle. They'll come out, walk you through the process, tell you what to do. They can build anything. They design it, they build it, commercial, residential. They can do it all. So can Patrick, Turf Pro Pest Control. You yard looking like Jason's, we can make it look like mine. Turf Pro Pest Control can make it happen. You got bugs in the house? Let me tell you that Patrick get them out forever. Turf Pro Pest Control. And listen to Patrick every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. His daughter's a beautiful cheerleader at Mosley. I think she's All-American over there. I'll tell you what, Mosley's a good high school. Patrick Garner does a great job. Pepper's Mexican Grill. Eli Blair loves it. I love it. Cooper Mush loves it. Steve Moss loves it. Your daddy loves it. Your mama loves it. Pepper's Mexican Grill. Go check out the margaritas. Buy one, get one free. Draft beer, same way. But let me tell you about that soft margarita. 3 different liquors. It tastes like sherbet ice cream with like an icy type thing. It's incredible. It's one of the best tasting things I've ever had. But be careful.
So you're cleaning up your diet.
Yeah, I've been pretty bad. Pepper's Mexican Grill. Go check it out. Panama City Beach Parkway. Eli Blair, Arnold High School, Florida Gators, and now he's a big bull. Women say he's always been a big bull. I don't know what they mean by that. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida. This is Braves country.
This one's going supersonic.
Tonight, the Atlanta Braves are back at Truist Park to host the Washington Nationals in a crucial NL East matchup. Airtime coming up at 6, first pitch 6:15 on your home for the Atlanta Braves on the Gulf Coast. ESPN, Northwest Florida.
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linen. Call 850-320-8388.
Looking to upgrade your truck? It's Blue Diamond Truck Accessories in Panama City. They sell, service, and install it all. Bumpers, truck bed covers, camper shells, van shelving, ladder racks, and any trailer hitch you can imagine. Blue Diamond Truck Accessories, just west of Frankfort Avenue on 15th Street. Find Blue Diamond Truck Accessories on Facebook or call 850-914-0265. Blue Diamond Truck Accessories, 850-914-0265.
Looking for your next reliable ride? Don't break the bank. Cruise on down to Emerald Coast Auto Sales. From spacious family SUVs to sleek fuel-efficient sedans, we have an incredible selection of quality pre-owned vehicles waiting just for you right here on our lot at Emerald Coast Auto Sales. Drive home happy today. Emerald Coast Auto Sales, 2815 15th Street, right across the street from Cedar Grove Elementary.
This is Coach Stephen Pearl. Your home for Auburn basketball on the Panhandle is 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show, live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Eli Blair.
Stud.
I heard about Eli way back when he was in middle school. Now, if I had been still coaching at Arnold, I'd have twisted his arm. Him and Coop would have been playing football.
Tight end right there.
Tight end, yeah. I'd have made him play.
Just throw it
His
up.
daddy is a legend, is Surfside.
Or quarterback. Can you throw the football a little bit?
Yeah, I can throw a little bit.
I bet.
Jason, he can do it all.
I know.
He can do it. He's a stud.
It was a rhetorical question.
Yeah.
We know he's an athlete.
How's your mom and dad doing?
They're good.
Tell everybody out there your mom and dad's name.
My mom, Shauna Blair, and my dad, BJ Blair. My dad's a coach at Surfside Middle School.
The legend is
PE
Surfside.
coach, and my mom does behavior at elementary school.
Now, I saw this a long time ago. Saw him at I think it was at Paul's place. I think it was at Christo's.
Yep.
And I said, BJ, I can't believe she married you. She's really attractive. And he was good. He was good. He goes, you're right.
He's probably like, I can't believe she married me either.
I can't either. No, your mama, she's a pretty lady, man. She's good. She's a lot younger, isn't she? She's got about 20 years younger than your dad?
No.
Not that much?
No. Yeah, she's only like 3 years, 4
Man,
years.
she's good-looking couple. That's the reason you're so dang pretty. I mean, the mom and dad look good. The kids are going to look good.
Tell he's got good genetics.
Yeah. Good-looking boy.
I was blessed.
Yeah. Now, I don't get the height. I mean, your dad's not that tall.
Yeah. I mean, they're both 6 foot, so.
Oh, okay.
I mean, my mom's pretty tall.
You get your height from you seriously. You get the height from the mother.
Yeah,
you do.
And she's 6 foot. That's pretty tall for
a female.
Because I think my mom was 5'7", 5'8". I'm not that tall anyway. But
you about 6'2"?
6'2", yeah.
Yeah.
Nowadays, that's tall. You look around, you're like, what?
Yeah.
Kind of tall,
Yeah.
but not. How tall are you right now?
6'8".
Okay, nice.
Yep.
You've grown a little bit since Arnold.
Yeah,
6'8".
a little
That's
bit here and
crazy.
there. I'm pretty much tapped out now.
Right.
How much you weigh?
Like 225.
Yeah, you look good. You look really good. Yeah.
I'm
I
always-
saw. Where did I see you at? The gym?
Yeah,
The
I'm
gym.
always in the gym.
He told me to shut up, talk, and get up. I want to use the machine.
He'll be sitting on it texting, and I'm like, hey, old man, these are for like use, not for you to text.
I had one guy wanted to fight me in there, and he was.
That was me.
Yeah, no, it was somebody scared me to death. Sir, I act like I was bad. Then he backed me down. I said, I ain't gonna
Then
do
he
that.
tried to fight the girl that used to work for me and hit her with the
My
weight.
God, he grabbed a weight. He was getting ready to hit her. I ran and went in the bathroom when nobody could see me. No, I went to get my gun. But anyway, it was crazy.
That was
day.
crazy. That's a
Yeah.
true story.
I haven't
too.
seen any of that in there.
Yeah.
That's steroids at its best, man.
Yeah.
How many years your dad? Do you know how many years he's got in Bay District schools now?
Yeah. He started at Bozeman in '99, did a year there, and then he's been at Surfside ever since.
Wow.
Nice.
So he's getting close.
Yeah.
What about your mom? How many years she got in?
I couldn't tell you, but it's also a long
Yeah, I tell you
time.
what, you got a great family. Your mom and dad are outstanding people, and they did a great job raising you. You're a great young man, no doubt. We're proud of you. And
Thank you.
You know,
Thank
you
you.
and Coop.
Yeah.
All the things y'all did at Arnold, both of you going to Florida. But here this is I don't know if this is a tough question or not, but I want to know what you really think. What was Sully like? Somebody told me he's standoffish. He doesn't get involved with the kids too much. I don't know what's true and what's not. What was he like to play for? Was he standoffish? Did he talk to you guys much, or what was he like?
Yeah, he was a little standoffish in that aspect, but I mean, he was a really good coach. You know, like he knew a lot about the game, and I actually learned a lot from him. You know, and he definitely was competitive, and you knew that if you were out there and you were pitching, you're going to give him your all. So.
Well, when you say standoff, was he that way to all the players, just freshmen, or that's just his personality?
It was just how he was, his personality. I mean, that's just how the guy operated.
Now, at Florida, in baseball, football, and basketball, you got to win. You got to win big.
Yeah.
And people are not that happy with the baseball program right now.
Yep.
Did you feel it? Do you believe he's on the hot seat? You think he's okay as the coach?
I don't know. I mean, he just brought in a pitching coach from Oregon State, and that's a really good guy. So, I mean, that could turn it around, and I don't know how that's moving forward. But.
Jason, you think he's on the hot seat?
He's won a couple national championships.
Yeah.
I think he's got a long leash.
Yeah.
Outside of anything off the field, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
I think they give him a lot of leeway. He obviously knows how to coach, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of a transition, and you probably know this now. You're getting so much NIL for upperclassmen, and the roster construction is so much different. So I think teams are going to give these guys a little bit more leeway as long as, you know, everything's kosher off the field. And I think he's fine for a couple of years at least.
I think the non-money sports, you know, like baseball, hockey, things like that, you're going to give the coach a lot more leeway just because, well, one, you don't want to have to pay for it out because that program's not making that kind of money, and two, just the stability of it.
Yeah. But I will say this, SEC baseball makes money.
And
that thing is growing
man.
like you would not believe. And the other one is growing and making money is softball. I love watching college softball. I do.
Yeah, I realized that Florida softball was a big part of
It's
the
big
school.
everywhere.
But I think the SEC is so tough, and there's so many, like Arkansas 1 year is the favorite, then LSU, and then you got Mississippi State and Florida, and then it's just so competitive. I mean, you got to give these guys the ability to build a roster out with NIL. And if you're firing somebody after 2-3 years or maybe a 1 or 2 bad seasons, I mean, look at Tennessee losing their coach. They didn't fire him, but he went to the Major League Baseball, and they kind of fell off. So stability is hugely important. And like he said, he's had experience there. The guy knows how to coach, you know.
Eli, I want to ask you. In the old days, you would sign a kid, you bring him in, you develop them. You kept them. They played there 3 years, 4 years, whatever. And so, like when we played, you stayed there 5. They usually redshirt every back in the 70s. Nebraska made a killing off doing that.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. Now, they don't really develop you. They go get another kid off another college team that's older, mature, and ready to play. They don't have time to develop you. And as a player, you guys can leave and you want to play. You don't want to sit on the bench.
Yeah.
So I see it both ways, and I don't like it both ways. Because I was old school. You made a commitment to the school. You're going to go there. You're going to stay there. You're going to play. You're going to be developed. That's out the window. Those days are gone, dead, buried. They might not want you to stay. They want to get an older guy to bring in there. They got to win now. I don't like the way college sports are anymore. It's like more professional now than ever. What was it like for you? How tough was it for you? I talked to Coop about it, but how tough was it for you to leave Florida? You played.
Yeah.
You played as a freshman. To leave Florida and to go transfer out. And did you know when you did this where you were going to go, or was it still wide open?
It was still wide open for me. I knew I wanted to go to a mid-major and somewhere smaller where I could start, and I knew I'd just get a ton of innings because they need somebody to throw, you know.
Right.
But, yeah, it was tough for me. You know, I really liked Florida. I liked the campus. I liked the people around the program. But I just decided, you know, with how – I mean, you can't blame them. You got to win, and you got to pay those guys. And older guys obviously prove more success. So I was like, well, I had to look at it in the lens of my own career. And, I was like, I want to go get drafted, and I want to throw as much as I can in college. I don't want to sit around or have the chance to just throw away another year. So I was like, I need to go somewhere, or I know I can start, and they'll be invested in me.
Does that hurt you academically? Probably not as a freshman. Yeah, will those credits transfer over?
Yeah, everything's
Did you
fine.
even think about that?
Yeah, that's obviously thought, but as a freshman, I've only taken like some prereqs and stuff, so I haven't really gotten into a specific major yet.
Yeah, and that's what bothered me too. Is we've seen guys transfer. What that quarterback was at Auburn, LSU, everywhere.
Yeah,
and they'll never graduate.
Probably not.
And when they get hurt and they can't play, the money's gone, and they have nothing. They have no education. That's one thing I hate about that transferring, multiple transfers. I still think it should be
playing
just
sports
one
at
time.
this level is almost a full-time job too. So being able to get that work in and switching campuses and classes and atmospheres has got to be tough.
Let's ask you about that. Was your classes the first semester actually physically in a classroom, or was it online?
Yeah, so my first semester I had 4 online classes and 1 in person. So
wow,
that seems to be the trend for athletes. I mean, it's just so hard to get to a class and sit there for 45 minutes when you can just do it right out of your dorm.
How
or
tough was
apartment.
It was tough. It was early morning. We'd go work out in the morning, and then right after I'm in class. So it was I had public speaking and for Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then I had a math lab on Tuesdays, I'm pretty sure. So,
when y'all have it online, do they have tutors helping you guys?
Yeah. Florida was great academically with the tutors and helping athletes get through your work and helping you if you struggle with the subject.
What was the big shock to you going there? I know y'all were there in the summertime getting prepared.
Yeah.
The workout stuff. How tough were the workouts? What was different than what you did in high school and there?
Yeah, the workouts were tough. It was very structured, and there was a plan behind it. And what surprised me the most was probably the dining hall. The food was really good. It was like a buffet. Yeah, it was like, oh my gosh, I can go get a double cheeseburger anytime I want, or just like I can go get steak.
Now, did you have to meet with like a nutritionist? Were you checking in for weight? Did they have a specific goal that they said, hey, we need you to be this is what you need to eat?
So during the summer, we actually met. There's a nutritionist on staff for the team, and we met with her and went over a plan and like what supplements are you taking and everything like that.
Right.
So.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and finish the show. But Eli Blair, the superstar from Arnold High School, and where he's going to be playing South Florida. I'll tell you what, their coach just went to Auburn.
Yep.
Great program. Tampa, not too far. You got to go about 2 hours south of.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half.
Yeah, I know all about. All about that. And 2 hours south of that, we were used to live, and it's hot down there. But anyway, Tampa's a beautiful area. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. Appreciate all of our wonderful sponsors. You guys are the best. Dr. Ward, listen to me every Wednesday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Skin cancer can be deadly. All it takes is 5 minutes. If you're listening right now, there's an office near you. Get out to the legendary J. Michael's Restaurant, Beef O'Brady's over in Lindham. Go see Russ Emmer Patrick, David Adams, designer jewelry. If you love barbecue, and we all do, well, Paul came down with his family from Alabama, and Alabama's got outstanding barbecue. Go to Outlaws. It used to be on 23rd Street. Now it's over here on Thomas Drive. Go past J. Michael's. Go past Newbies 2 on the curve. About halfway down to the mothership on the right-hand side, you'll see Outlaws Barbecue. It's incredible. Live music on Thursday, Fridays, and Saturday. They're closed on Mondays, but I tell you what, they open up at 11. They close at 9. Friday and Saturday, they close at 10. You talking about great barbecue. You ask Jason Kovaleski. It's incredible. You will absolutely love it. Outlaws Barbecue. Mexican food. Pepper's Mexican Grill on Panama City Beach Parkway, not too far from Arnold High School. You want some great Mexican food. You want some great drinks. Oh, my God, the specials are unbelievable. Buy one, get one free. Draft beer. House margaritas, but try the soft margarita. It's unbelievable. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. The legend, Eli Blair. Be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
You know what's the sad part is if somebody's pretty, you don't think that they're tough. But I'm going to tell you right now. No.
I can't believe you just said
Troy Aikman.
Pretty.
Troy Aikman. You would think that this guy's all made up and everything, but the guy was actually pretty tough.
All right, let the record show that no man is pretty to me. All right?
Can we get Jeff's top 10?
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays 4 to 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Anna on ESPN Northwest Florida with your weather forecast on this Thursday. Possible thunderstorms and mostly sunny this afternoon. An evening with a moderate breeze at 14 miles per hour coming out of the west-southwest, and temps near 91. Tonight we will have a variety of some clouds and possible thunderstorms, and be quite warm at 82. Partly sunny in the morning, but otherwise likely thunderstorms tomorrow and a high 88. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Canes fans, the 2026 Miami Hurricanes football season will be here before you know it, and there's no better place to experience it than inside Hard Rock Stadium. Feel the energy of the crowd, the excitement of game day, and the moments you can't fully experience from your couch. Season tickets are the best way to make sure you don't miss a snap, a score, or a signature Canes moment all season long. Lock in your seats today at MiamiHurricanes.com/football. That's MiamiHurricanes.com/football.
Get ready for our Star Spangled celebration at Tracy's Fine Jewelry and Gifts in beautiful downtown Panama City. Save 20 to 50% throughout the store on fine jewelry, diamonds, gifts, and more. Plus, now is the perfect time to start your Christmas shopping with only 20% down on layaways. Don't miss the savings, sparkle, and celebration at Tracy's Fine Jewelry and Gifts, putting a sparkle on Bay County, 638 Harrison Avenue, downtown Panama City.
He's a 10-foot-tall, barrel-chested beast man who showers in vodka and feeds his baby shrimp scampi.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Please welcome.
Pain don't hurt.
Live and local from the J. Michaels studio, the Coach James Hale Show, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
All right, we're back live, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Eli Blair's with us. I just got a text, and Jason's kind of upset with you, Julie.
Oh,
Julie
yeah.
texts me, goes, man, Eli's cute. Jason goes, I never get that text.
I've been on here 10 years, man. What's it?
11.
Yeah.
I didn't get it one either. She didn't ever say anything good about me.
I got one. You guys didn't get one?
There you go. See? She likes younger men.
I know.
She likes younger. Jane's about 20.
What are you saying about me? I'm younger. Kind of.
Used to be.
Kind of.
11 years ago you were. Eli, I tell you what.
As far as you know.
You got a great friend. I love you, Daddy. He's a good man. I'll tell you what. My granddaughter, Leighton Bell, starting Surfside this year's cheerleader over there. And I said, you go find Coach. I got to tell her. I hadn't told her yet. Go find Coach, and he'll make sure you're okay.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, who's the principal over there? Matt Pitts is the principal. I got Matt a job. I went to McAllister and said, hey, he needs a job. So anyway, now he's the principal over there at Surfside. Does a great job.
Nice.
So looking forward to that. What do you think, man? South Florida baseball. What have y'all went down there and got you a place to live, right?
Yeah.
Who are you staying with? Coop.
Coop. Yeah.
Okay. Where were y'all on campus? Off campus?
Yeah, we're right off campus, like right across the street.
Yeah. What's it like? What's the facilities like? What's the coach like? Give us a little rundown of everything.
Yeah,
about South Florida.
coaches are great. I really connected with the pitching coach down there, Dave Island. You know, he was the pitching coach for the Yankees and the Royals when they most recently won the World Series in 09 and 15. So he's got a track record, and he played in big leagues forever back in the day. So, and he's great. The facilities are coming along. You know, they're building a brand new football stadium. The weight rooms are super nice.
On campus, right?
Yeah, it's right. It's right on campus, and then I know they'll get a baseball locker room after that, right next to the field.
The population's so great in that part of the state. Yeah, that could be a really good
They
job.
have one of the largest enrollments in the country, like 70,000 or
Yeah.
something. A lot of them are online, but it's still enrollment. So,
yeah, it's going to be a fun place to live. I'm excited.
All right, the big question everybody wants to know, because this is what really drives athletics: who has the better looking women on campus, South Florida, Florida?
I don't know.
Gators got some good looking women now.
I haven't been to USF yet with everybody on campus, but I've heard good things about Tampa, you know. But UF, there are some pretty ladies.
Yeah. I know Coop said that's very important on his list.
Oh,
you're going to get him in
trouble. Sounds about right.
Well, I tell you what, and that's not too far for your mom and dad to go down. Like I said, it's only an hour and a half further than Gainesville.
Yeah. So, and then if I'm starting like I plan to be, they'll only have to come for one game.
Well,
So
let me
they
ask you
stick
this:
around
was there
for all
any
three.
other? Like, I was curious. Did Bama reach out to Southern Mississippi? What was there any
Yeah.
other schools y'all were considering?
Yeah, I had some big schools reach out and everything, but I mean, honestly, I was just down to the mid majors. Jack State was after me hard, Troy, and then USF and some other mid majors. But I had some big schools reach out, but I was like, I'm not trying to go that path again.
Yeah,
I know where I
got you.
want.
You go where you can play. I get that. I understand it completely.
What's your velocity at now, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah,
You
I'm
throwing?
in the summer I topped out at 92, and I just sat 88, 90.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you
it
got
was
that
good.
height and length, it looks
Yeah.
like it's about 98 to 90. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
What's your best pitch?
Definitely my slider. You know, that's
Can you
always
throw a
been my
good
pitch.
curveball?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And what about your fastball? And which one do you like? You get a
So-
call. What do you want them to tell you to call pitch?
Slider all day, but at Florida we changed some things around during the fall because my fastball was getting hit, so they dropped me down to about a 3/4 slot, and I would just throw sinker sliders, and then I was moving into like a changeup, trying to figure out a changeup. So
What was it like? The biggest difference to you from going to high school to going playing in the SEC, facing some big physical people?
yeah, the attention to detail with everything, I'd say. How the older guys move around, how they do their own work and stuff like that.
The thing that shocked me the most when we went from high school, I don't know about you, Jason, but going to high school to play college was the speed of the game.
Yeah.
Everybody was fast, everybody's good, or they wouldn't be there. And I don't care where you played, people had players. Now, it wasn't like when we played Alabama back then, they were unbelievable back in the 70s with Bryant. But the speed of the game, did you see that on the baseball field, how much faster everybody was?
Yeah, you definitely did. And like every ball, I realized every ball that's hit is really hard hit. Like,
Yeah.
every exit view is at least like 90 something. Really.
I wanted to ask you too, when I wish we had more time. A couple questions. I want to know about this. Baseball recruiting. Now, this is post NFL draft signings. So these are guys that are actually going to be playing. They got Vandy with the #1 class. LSU was second. Tennessee was third. Texas was fourth. Stanford was 5. Mississippi State 6. Florida Gators was 7th. Virginia 8th. Arkansas 9th. Kentucky 10th. Oregon State 11th. Miami, I think it's Miami 12th, 13th Alabama, 14th Clemson, 15th Auburn, 16th Wake Forest, 17th Duke, Oklahoma 18th, FSU 19th, 20 Oklahoma State, 21 Ole Miss, 22 North Carolina, Cincinnati 23, and Texas A&M 24. I'm not going to go to the last one. Out of all those teams, and you go to the World Series, you watched it, I watched it. Who do you think? Give me 4 or 5 names in the country you think's going to be pretty good next year. You played against a lot of these teams.
Yeah, A&M's got a really good team. LSU's coming back. You know, they really hammered down on the NIL. They actually got Cade Curlin, which was our second baseman at Florida, and they got him to come over to LSU for his 5th year, and he withdrew his name from the draft. You know, I don't know about Oklahoma with how they're recruiting, but I mean they could be good again. You know, they weren't the high-ranked team coming into the season last year, and they won it all. You know, so it's for the SEC how far it comes. It's anybody's ball. You know, every year.
It's
crazy. Yeah, 'cause you got Texas still that's recruiting at a high level. They got the ex-former
Texas,
coach at A&M.
Texas has a great coaching staff.
Yeah.
And again, you saw you saw them up front. You played against these guys.
Yeah.
Were you shocked that Oklahoma? Because honestly, going into it, Oklahoma 14-16 at one time.
Yeah, we went and played Oklahoma, and like the Sunday game, the wind was blowing out, so it was like we hit like 10 home runs that day, and I was like.
And they win the national championship.
Yeah, I know. I was like, how is this team in the College World Series? But I mean, they just got hot at the right time, and you can't blame them.
Did you enjoy your experience when y'all went to Hoover and played up there?
Yeah,
I love that place. I love that place.
That was awesome.
Now, South Florida, do they have a shot of getting into the playoffs and doing something?
Oh yeah,
talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about the team. I haven't met any of the guys, but from what I've talked to the coaches about, I mean, it seems like they got a pretty good squad coming back. They got some important transfers for some key roles, and you know.
Heck, this them getting YouTube.
I was going to say, you
with
guys
YouTube's going in there, that could change that program big time.
That's got to be two of the higher profile
Yeah.
recruits they could get. I mean, you went to Florida, you played. You know, it's not like you didn't belong there. It was just you wanted more time. So having you two come in to solidify that staff's got to be a big deal for them.
Yeah, it's awesome. They're super excited to hear
Are you
us.
going to hit any at all? Or is this going to be all pitching?
No, it's all pitching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
is Coop going to hit it all?
Yeah, that's the plan actually, that he'll try and swing it some. So.
All right, just we're looking to the future. We know how good you are, how good potential you have. Would you leave after next year if the money's right and you're drafted?
I don't know. I mean, I'm draft eligible sophomore next year, so if I have a really good year and someone
because you'd always put the money away and go back to school.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But
what do you think about Coleman getting $4.22
Oh, that's
million?
awesome. The kid is very talented. I mean, we all knew it. I mean, we're growing up, we're like, this kid can swing it.
Would you consider, and I asked you this off the air, you have a big year, maybe you don't get drafted exactly where you wanted to. Would you entertain maybe a bigger offer and go back into the SEC and play another year there?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I really like South Florida and those coaches. So.
For sure.
But money makes you do things you don't really want to do.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Man, well, I tell you, when are you heading out?
August 15th. So
Dang,
we moved down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll see you in the gym. You look good. Keep on the great work.
Yeah, thank you.
And maybe we can get up with you before, or when you start doing great things down there. When you get down there, maybe you can call us and come on the air too.
Yeah.
I will say
Tell
this,
Cooper,
there's going to be a lot of South Florida fans in Panama City rooting for you guys.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
No doubt about that.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Tell your mom, dad I said hello. How much time we got?
You got a good 30 seconds.
Jason Kovaleski, Max
Yeah.
Fit Sports. Coop should be down there. Eli should be down there. What can you do for these guys? What do you got? What do you offer?
So we're about to enter the season, so hydration is going to be hugely important. So we got our Intech Evolution hydration sticks. There's 40 packets, but it's got like turmeric, all your electrolytes. So that's something that you can incorporate to keep from cramping. And we always, if you're trying to put on size, if you got a son and daughter, you know, these mass gainers can be hugely important. If you're about 16, we incorporate creatine, but you can come see me on 23rd Street, the Del Coronado Village, or in Pier Park North next to Dick's Sporting
See,
Goods.
I wanted to ask him about that kind of stuff, what they did, what they put them on. All right, we're out. Have a great day. 104.3. Eli, thank you. 104.4.
Thank you.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
We got on the phone line Jeffrey Fry, former Major League player. Has baseball really changed so much from when you played?
I think it's changed drastically. And after you get that long home run, you got to stand and admire it and throw your bat and dance around the bases and shoot a three-pointer before you get to third and then pound your chest a few times.
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays 4 to 6.